A Course in Miracles workbook, Lesson 57. The review for today covers the ideas from Lessons 31 to 35 as follows. Lesson 31. I am not the victim of the world I see. Lesson 32. I have invented the world I see. Lesson 33. There is another way of looking at the world. Lesson 34. I could see peace instead of this. And Lesson 35. My mind is part of God's. I am very holy.
Lesson 57 is a review lesson. It helps you remember lessons 31 through 35. These lessons teach that the world you see is not the real cause of how you feel. Your thoughts are what make you feel upset or peaceful. They also teach that you can ask for help to see things differently. You do not have to figure everything out by yourself. Lesson 57 reminds you that you can choose a new way of thinking when you feel afraid or upset. Lesson 57 helps you practice letting go of fearful thoughts and choosing peace instead.
Lesson 31. I am not the victim of the world I see. How can I be trapped in a world that disappears if I choose? My chains are loose. I can let them go just by wanting to. The door is open. I can walk out anytime. Nothing keeps me here except my own choice. I choose to let go and step into the light.
We think we are trapped because we feel like victims. But if we made this world, we can undo it. Plato told a story about prisoners in a cave who thought shadows were real. One escaped, saw the light, and learned the truth. The others were afraid and refused to leave. Like them, we got used to the dark, but we were made for light. Now we choose to see and be free.
Lesson 32. I have invented the world I see. I made up the prison in which I see myself. All I need do is recognize this and I am free.
Jesus says this is simple. We made this world up. It is like a dream, and nothing can truly hurt us. The key to freedom has always been in our minds. Now we have the teacher and path to help us see the truth.
I tricked myself into thinking God's child could be trapped. I was wrong and do not want to believe it anymore. God's child is always free, just as God created him, not as I imagine. He is where God wants him to be, not where I tried to keep him.
If God created us, then everything the world taught us is false. The world's light tricked us, but once we see this, we can choose differently. We can leave the darkness behind and remember the true light where God wants us to be.
Lesson 33. There is another way of looking at the world. I give the world the wrong purpose, so there must be another way to see it. My thoughts are upside down, the opposite of truth.
To see the world differently, we must admit we were wrong. We often insist we are right, not just about big things, but even in daily life. It helps to stay aware and be open to a new way of seeing.
I saw the world as a prison for God's child, but it must be a place where he can be free. I choose to see it as a place of freedom instead.
The world itself is not the problem. It is how we see it. If we see it as a prison, it will feel like one. But if we see it as a place for forgiveness and freedom, we are free. Changing our view means choosing a new teacher who helps us see the world with love instead of guilt.
Lesson 34. I could see peace instead of this. When I see the world as a place of freedom, I understand it follows God's laws, not mine. I see peace, not war, and know that peace is in everyone's heart.
The real world shows us we are all one. Everyone shares the same goal, to leave conflict behind and find peace. By changing our purpose from guilt to peace, we choose freedom instead of imprisonment.
Lesson 35. My mind is part of God's. I am very holy. When I share the peace with others, I see it come from within me. The world reflects my forgiveness, and in this light, I start to see the truth beyond my old fears.
We learn by teaching others. When I let go of anger and show a new way of thinking, I strengthen that truth in myself. Forgiveness shines a light on what fear hid. As I stop seeing guilt in you, I also let go of the darkness in me. Illusions fade, and peace takes the place of conflict.
I start to see that all living things, including me, are holy and connected as one.
The ego tells us we are separate, special, guilty, and afraid. But beneath that is our true holiness as children of love. Separation is unholiness, and oneness is holiness. We all share this holiness.